In ancient China, chaos reigned. 7 rival states battled endlessly for supremacy, leaving the land scarred by war. Cities burned, alliances crumbled, and armies clashed in thunderous battles. Amid the turmoil, one state began to rise above the rest: Qin. Led by ambition and ruthless innovation, Qin sought to unite all under one rule. But to conquer China, they needed a master strategist. Enter Wang Jian, the brilliant general whose cunning would change history forever. In an age defined by bold commanders and daring military exploits, Wang Jian stood apart, a figure distinguished not by impulsive action, but by his profound caution and strategic insight. He possessed a mind that could dissect the complexities of warfare. Rising steadily through the ranks of the Qin military, he cultivated and earned a solid reputation for his meticulous planning and foresight, leaving no stone unturned in his preparations. He had a keen understanding of the morale of his troops, recognizing that a motivated army was a force to be reckoned with. He firmly believed that true victory stemmed from thorough preparation, careful calculation, and exploiting the subtle weaknesses of the enemy, not from acts of reckless bravery or impulsive decisions. While other commanders eagerly rushed headlong into the chaos of battle, Wang Jian patiently waited, meticulously studying the terrain, analyzing the strengths and weaknesses of his opponents, and formulating his strategy. His steady and unwavering leadership, coupled with his consistent victories, soon caught the discerning eye of King Yingzheng, who deeply valued tangible results and strategic thinking over mere displays of bravado and empty boasts. Consequently, Wang Jian rose to become a trusted advisor to the king, his counsel sought and highly valued. He was unafraid to boldly demand the necessary resources and manpower he deemed essential for securing a decisive victory. His careful and calculated approach, combined with his consistent string of successes, quickly made him an indispensable asset to the Qin state. He was far more than just a general commanding troops. He was the king's most reliable strategist, the architect of Qin's military triumphs. As the ambitions of Qin grew ever larger, fueled by dreams of conquest and expansion, so too did Wang Jian's pivotal role in shaping the very destiny of the burgeoning empire. He was the steady and experienced hand guiding the massive Qin armies, skillfully leading them toward the ultimate goal of unification. Wang Jian's first great test was the campaign against Jiao, a state famed for its cavalry and defenses. Facing the brilliant General Li Mu, Wang Jian refused a direct assault. Instead, he entrenched his army, waiting out a tense stalemate. Behind the scenes, Qin agents sowed discord in Zhao's court, leading to Li Mu's removal and execution. With Zhao's leadership in chaos, Wang Jian struck decisively. The demoralized Jiao army collapsed and Qin forces captured the Jiao king. This victory was not just military. It was psychological warfare at its finest. Wang Jian's patience and cunning shattered one of Qin's greatest rivals. The path to unification was now open. His mind, not just his sword, had won the day. Qin's dominance grew thanks to Wang Jian's strategy. With the other states subdued, only one formidable power stood in Qin's path to total domination. The final obstacle was Chu, the most powerful state left, a kingdom renowned for its military strength and vast territories. The king, eager for a swift victory, first sent Li Xin, a rising star in the Qin army. Li Xin boasted he could win with a mere 200,000 men, underestimating the might of Chu. Wang Jian, the seasoned veteran, warned it would take 600,000 soldiers to ensure victory, understanding the true scale of the challenge. But the king, blinded by ambition and swayed by Li Xin's confidence, ignored Wang Jian's counsel. Li Xin's army, venturing deep into Chu territory, was lured into a carefully laid trap and utterly destroyed. Humbled by the devastating defeat and realizing his error, the king turned to Wang Jian, acknowledging the veteran's superior judgment. He swallowed his pride, and granted Wang Jian the massive force he requested, entrusting him with the full might of the Qin army. Wang Jian advanced cautiously, then waited patiently. His massive army trained rigorously and rested, conserving their strength for a full year. The Chu, lulled into a false sense of security and growing complacent by the prolonged inactivity, began to disperse their forces, weakening their defenses and spreading their resources thin. When the moment was right, when Chu was at its weakest and most vulnerable, Wang Jian unleashed his pent-up fury and attacked with overwhelming force. The Chu army, caught completely unprepared and hopelessly divided, was utterly crushed in a series of decisive battles. Chu's devastating defeat removed the last major barrier standing in the way of Qin's long-sought unification of China. Wang Jian had secured this monumental victory not through brute force but by patience, meticulous planning, and impeccable timing, not through a reckless assault or a gamble on fortune. His brilliant strategy not only saved Qin from potential disaster, but also secured its future as the dominant power in the region, paving the way for a unified empire. The dream of a unified empire, once a distant aspiration, was now within reach, closer than ever before. With Chu defeated, Wang Jian pressed on, conquering vast territories and capturing the Chu king. His son, Wang Ben, finished the conquest of the remaining states. In 221 BC, all of China was united under Qin. Yingzheng became Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor. The warring states era ended and imperial China began. Wang Jian, having achieved the impossible, chose to retire quietly. He understood the dangers of power and left politics behind. Today, he's remembered as one of China's greatest generals. His legacy, a unified nation built on patience, wisdom, and strategy. Wang Jian proved that true strength lies in knowing how, and when, to win.